Welcome back to another TK video. I'm back from Genesis, and Genesis was great from my perspective. Apparently there's some stuff that always goes down in a tournament, and I'm here to talk about it. But before we get into that, I want to say, make sure you come over here to the channel, twitch.tv/TKBreezy, and drop yourself a follow, a like, a sub. Go ahead and slap that sub button as quick as possible.
Welcome to the...
Look at that. That guy said, you know what? I will slap that button right now. Thank you. But yeah, outside of that, yeah, make sure you go ahead and hit a like, follow, and subscribe everywhere you can, be here, being Twitch. But definitely Twitch, because I like hanging out with y'all IRL. Anyway, let's talk about Genesis. So Genesis, from my perspective, before we go into anything else, was fucking insane. It's fucking great. You know what I mean? I commentated like 19 games. I finished 3 tournaments. And the top 8 wasn't a absolute slog. So I had my Smash block with Rod and then Colt. And then I did my Tekken block right after that with Steve. And then I took a small break, and then I did Grand Blue block with Maverick, and then I took a small break, and then I finished the tournament finished Saturday with Supergirl Kells, which was great. All that was dope. And then I did top 6 for Rivals 2 with Dan and Stewed, and then I did top 4 with Bam. So yeah, my ass was commentating, and I'm happy that I got to do that. I actually felt more revitalized, or more like myself, or more like excited to talk about games that I ever have been in a while. And yeah, I mean, definitely showed. A lot of people were like, damn, bro, you sound happy. And I am happy. I mean, life is started looking like it may be going up, and if it is going up, that's fucking sick. I just got sponsored by Paragon, so big shouts to that. I got a couple of cool tournaments in the future that I'm planning to go to and do multiple fighting games, as well as Smash, and I'm happy for that too. So yeah, it was a lot of cool people that I got to meet and hang out with throughout the weekend. And I don't know, it was just a good time. I felt like the music still sucked. For the first 2 days, they were doing that thing where the EDM, and so now I just call that industrial music, because that's what it felt like. It sounded like, it felt like, you know, we were just getting to work, like saws and hammers and metal clanging and shit. And I was like, all right, I can't do that for like anymore. We need to stop acting like gamers don't want to listen to hip hop when we go to after parties. The third DJ on Sunday, though, which I think it happens to be PPU's sister, she slapped, bro. She went crazy. And so I'm happy that she exists and made it so that the last after party on Sunday went crazy. Genesis, from my perspective, really good time. I got some good merch. My pins are for sale now, and it's $12 on Spiff. So definitely go check out Spiff Space and get yourself a pin, and show that you're part of the pride. I wore it on Saturday, I think, on the Saturday outfit. But yeah, it was lit. So thanks, Spiff, for making my pin and also just having good stuff. But Genesis isn't all about me. Obviously, stuff happens at Genesis that I'm not really a part of in Genesis. First things first, Tilde says, my girl almost passed out walking through the venue from the sheer body odor of Smash players. Oh my lord. Once again, y'all have not beaten the allegations, okay? Now, I will say that was not something that happened to me, or that I felt like happened around me often, but I think stinky people are probably just afraid to talk to me at this point in time. So, and if that's the power that I hold, then I will keep that power, because keep your little stinky ass away from me, all right? You know what I'm saying? Fuck is y'all doing? Y'all 18 people to a room and y'all can't find a schedule to take showers? Crazy. Anyway, so yeah, they was getting on them as per usual. Might start bringing spray on deodorant, spray on other people that I think stink. Skill issue, the deodorizing set lasting for 48 hours. So there was a commentator at the major in Vancouver telling the crowd to wear deodorant, and they briefly booed him. Wow. My wife said the same at Riptide, a real issue. So yeah, the Smash players are still stinky. Oh man. The thing is though, just, not to be a harper, but it's not just Smash players, bro. This shit happens all over the place for gamers. Gamers just don't really be like the true gamer, like the basement dwelling gamer who came out to just get out of his basement to do the same thing he's doing with a bunch of people in a larger basement. Really, they already don't take showers at home, so it's not going to change when they leave. You know what I mean? Because I don't know, like, I think if you're ever trying to attract a mate, a partner in general, smell goes a long way, bro. Like, I think that I think I'm definitely attractive, but I don't think I'm like so hot that like, but I do think I smell that hot. You know what I mean? Because like, I definitely, I take care of myself. You know what I mean? And I think smell is such a big factor. Man, I remember that guy because he smelled really good, or You know what I'm saying? Like that. Or I remember that guy because he smelled really bad. And a lot of y'all end up leaving that impression and just walking with it. What are y'all doing? Don't do that. Take a shower and like have some fucking pride, bro. Like really, real shit. Have some fucking pride, bro. Like what is you? Why are you okay walking around like that? Whatever. All right. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna be too mad about this if I keep going. So let's go to the next one. Here we go. What else we got going on? We got a pretty sick top 8 intro. Welcome to my YouTube. Today is I will show you how to have an awesome top 8. I don't know. Nice. This was very cool. There was a lot of cool little things they were doing in the theater. They had rock, paper, scissors cam. They had show me your moves cam and stuff like that. They played a bunch of little interviews that we took earlier in the day. And so this was cool. We also had this action happen. Tonight, we were saddened to learn that one of our contracted security guards used a derogatory term toward a member of our Guildhouse community. It's absolutely unacceptable, and we were shocked when we heard about it. We have immediately terminated our contract with the security guard involved. We immediately apologized to the group involved in the incident, but we also want to apologize to everyone we did not get an opportunity to apologize to. Guildhouse has always tried to be an extremely welcoming place to everyone in all communities. We want to assure everyone that we stand for love and inclusivity, and we take incidents like this very seriously. We'll do everything we can to prevent something like this from ever happening. Now, I can't tell you what exactly happened, here, but it does sound like somebody probably said some shit they shouldn't have said. So, got a couple thank yous, got a lot of people being like, hey, I appreciate you guys for stepping up and doing the right thing. And that's big facts. That's big facts. You know what I mean? Calling one of the girls a slur. Okay, so. But what slur? Actually, it don't matter. It doesn't really matter. I think transphobic assholes really speak well for the body. Yeah, there it is. There it is. He pulled out the cuffs once enough people pulled up and were watching, so we just dispersed. What the fuck? What was he doing? What was bro cooking? Anyway. Yeah, well, his ass got fired, so and most likely deserved. Also, big shouts to Sev. This is also somebody who I hung out with a lot throughout Genesis, one of my dogs. So, hey, there we go. Yeah, I don't know what bro was cooking, but glad he got taken care of, Anyway, up next, there were a lot of good matches that weren't on stream. That is absolutely facts. I thought we were, I did the last block of Friday or Saturday, and I thought that, we were going to, go for a bit because it was I got on at 8. We're supposed to end at 10, and we did, one more winners match as the finals. And I got off at 9:15, and I was like, wait, what about losers? Well, losers just didn't get played on stream. That was kind of weird. So it was no actual complaints about Genesis as a spectator because I know running this stuff is hard and I am not entitled to it, any of it. However, no Zachary on stream at all, and losers top 8 qualifier off stream is probably something that can be actionably avoided next time. I think that's actual facts, and I think that's fair criticism. That. I think not seeing at least the qualifiers was kind of crazy. A lot of that stuff being played off stream, and on any of the streams, even if it took a little bit, if we cut off the main stream or whatever, or we couldn't get all of them. I feel like we didn't see a single losers qualifier for top 8. So I don't know about that. Not really a fan of that. And I think that's just something that could be fixed with, looking at scheduling a little harder, but it's not going to take away the full extent. It doesn't make Genesis a terrible tournament. I just think that that's one place where Genesis can improve. We should definitely make sure the matches for losers side of things are also shown because, I believe that's probably why. But if I ended my set at 9, my set at 9:15, then we could have at least ran 2. You know what I mean? 9:15 or at least 1. I mean, I know it's Smash Ultimate, so it really depends on who was playing. But I feel like we could have at least ran 1 and maybe 2. But yeah, so it was just I was kind of thrown off by that. I was I just don't really think we could have done something with that for sure. Yeah. Up next, we got EE getting caught by the same thing he continuously gets caught by.
Here, and I'm very excited because we've had a lot.
You got to keep us honest here.
They said, hey, chat, did Leo lose yet, right?
I hope not. Because I think everyone wanted to see a good Leo run.
I calculated it. For Leo to win this tournament, he needs to win 16 losers bracket matches.
You did the losers match there.
Yeah, that does include a reset. So. Leo lost a huge ass. Who the the hell is that?
Keep going, chat. I think that's wrong. It must have been someone else, right, chat?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that. What? I mean, he did lose his. Oh. Well, let's move on. but I am here.
It's busy getting old, EE. You're not that dumb. Anyway. Moving forward, we got even more stuff coming out of Genesis.
Look at the tags. They all sync up in terms of letters.
Okay.
Volume 1.
Look at the tags.
Where was he going, bro?
In terms of letters.
Okay.
All right, well, yeah, there was definitely a decent amount of tech issues. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I just want the side stream. They didn't even have like, callback or whatever, or like ways to communicate with us through. So when they needed stuff to, it was hand signals. We were back to the Stone Ages. This was Phil. This was Break. This is Stretch. It was interesting. It's definitely interested on that part. Like not having hey, we're gonna throw the break, but like a guy coming in front of you doing that. I was like, all right, cool. So yeah, man. We were definitely back to the old Stone Ages on that one. But hey, it got the job done, and sometimes simple is better. So we got Zomba talking his shit and backing it up. He went crazy.
If you're gonna throw it my way. Hey, I gotta ask you some questions. How you feeling after all of that?
I'm disappointed that Mia wasn't able to get top 8 because I really wanted to beat him, and I wish Akala was here. I really want to prove that I'm the best in the world, and I think this tournament showed it. That's it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm better than you guys. GG's.
I just hate how fucking smug he looks, because I'm telling you, man, I know Zomba looks like I was a nerd in high school, and I feel like I would have bullied Zomba. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Kills
I'm better
me.
than you guys. GG's.
I'm better than you guys. GG's. It's crazy. I need that as a sound clip.
That's it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm better than you guys. GG's.
I'm about to put that in. That's on my soundboard. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just better than you guys. GG's. So that shit is good. But yeah, bro, he deserves it, because that man talked that shit. He talked that shit, and he backed it up in a major way, bro. Like, yeah, he lost the reset, but he 3-1'd in the next part. So, and it was a pretty convincing win near the end. I also feel like he threw a lot of matches too. Like, I feel like he could have actually handled that faster, but I think that Sonics's last stock scramble is better than like a lot of people's last stock scramble. So that was definitely helping him out. While on the other side, I don't think Zomba has a good last stock scramble, but he has a good game plan outside of that, so he won. Anyway, we have this going on. So Tetra, final day of Genesis. I never take outfit pics, so here you go. Tetra, obviously appearing very her here, said they got hemmed an entire random session, right? And now this first bringing this to Twitter, when I think that you could have like probably corrected them in person, is that's a little sus to me. You know what I mean? But there was reason behind that here, as you can see. It says wearing corny for you applying stuff like that. Oh, this guy sucks. For the morons coming in and saying you should have just said your pronoun. How about I don't get beaten to a pulp by a random person I don't know? Not saying these two would do that, but you literally never know how someone will react. This is where I disagree. Okay, you're at a fucking Smash tournament. Okay, like the Smash community probably has like the highest amount of trans people just in general, and I'm not saying that trans people don't go through things within the community, but I think that you're not going to get beaten to a pulp by a random Smash player, and no one's going to intervene. Like, first of all, I don't think that's going to happen at all. But I don't think that anybody is gonna like see that and they be like, oh, that's fine, like whatever, right? And so this is the type of shit that is like starting to get on like under my skin, because I feel like there's a level of inclusivity that we're obviously trying to have, but now I feel like everyone is so quick to bring stuff to Twitter, and like And I can't even believe that we're even having this type of conversation to be like, oh, the Smash community isn't accepting like this, because I feel like 90% of the people in this community are afraid of getting canceled. So like, even if this was like they did this once, right? Whoever misgendered Tetra did this once and then immediately corrected themselves, they're probably going to still be thinking about that for the rest of the day. Like, oh, I can't believe I called her, you know, he, him, or whatever. Now, the person that did do this actually apologized, and then she just kept doubling down on him, you know, and going at their neck. And he apologized a couple of times. And I was like, here we go. I think this is it right here. Dre, I'm sorry, and I apologize so much. I know how important pronouns are, and if I knew, I'd correct myself right away. I only saw you from behind, didn't really look at you, but there's no excuse. I feel bad. And Tetra says, sucks that I passed less so from behind. Thought that with my voice, although gone from all the weekend, and the skirt might tip off to maybe ask what my pronouns are if you weren't sure. Even after turning around to leave, there was nothing. So I don't know, dude. So it was like one of those situations where like, buddy apologized, realized he was wrong, and you're continuously beating him with a stick. When like he obviously apologized, he probably meant no harm about it. And I like, this went on for a while. So this actually ended up going through the timeline for a bit. Alma, who is gender fluid, you know, commented on it too. And people were like, well, I think this is a shit. Well, let me go find it real quick. So Alma says, in regards to the misgendering situation in Genesis, I won't name names. I did, my fault. I wanted to share my take as a TO and as a non-cis person. I'm gender fluid. I don't identify predominantly as he, him, or she, her. I address accordingly, right? And while absolutely should be common courtesy to ask some pronouns, it's not explicitly sure. I feel equally responsibility should land on both parties. Situations like this can be remedied by introducing yourself with your preferred pronouns. I know it can be scary to a non-cis person, especially with all of the normalized transphobia in 2024, but I feel Smash is a more inclusive community, which is absolutely facts. I think this community definitely is very inclusive. I know we have some shitters, but I think for the most part, we have a lot of people who would fight those shitters more than we have shitters. Like, I feel like if this community had like 5% shitters, we have like 85% people who would fight those said shitters, and then that other, you know, 10% are people who just probably don't give a shit, right? Transphobic people are out there for sure, and you never know how they're going to react. But I think when you're in an inclusive area like Smash, where you have friends, where you have people that can look out for you, where you've seen how firsthand how people who are transphobic get dealt with, that this is a huge stretch. Like, that was a huge stretch to be like, wow, I don't want to fucking say it because they should know because of how I'm dressed and stuff like that. And that's just opening up another whole can of worms anyway. Yeah, assuming gender off of clothing. Whilst I know that that's usually a thing that a lot of men do, there's a lot of he, hims here in this, community. And if I ever did call someone who I thought was, you know, he, him, and they were correcting me and said, my pronouns are she, her, corrections taken. You know what I'm saying? Like, it does not bother me to be corrected and keep that in mind for the future. But you got to give those people that chance, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's this like chip a lot of the times where like people don't even want to like give people the benefit of the doubt or the chance to like correct said behavior. They just want to get to Twitter and get everybody riled up, and that's just not cool. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that part's just not cool. But either way, we're keeping it moving. Have the gender identities firm, but I believe in jumping into something as drastic, sneaking a photo of someone and posting on public thread until titling them a transphobe is equally damaging and can easily make folks lose their job. Facts. But I believe that we as a community need to not leave the responsibility on any single party. I feel many of these kinds of issues can be safely navigated involving a third party like a TO before jumping to accusatory behavior. That's what I was like, I really feel like if this was like some purposeful shit, let's talk about it. We're gonna get that guy out of there. Well, that's what we do. That's exactly the Smash community right there. Like, that's what we do. I don't know. That's just how that's what I've seen as long as I've been in this community. I'm sure it's only gotten better over time with relations with marginalized groups, in my opinion. I still think obviously there's shitters out there probably hiding in, wolf in sheep's clothing type shit. But for the most part, look what happens to most of the shitters. We had so many shitters kicked out that they started a fucking shitters local. The Mandalore peeps. So many shitters got kicked out, they started a fucking local, bro. And so I don't know, man. It's rough. It's rough, but I just don't think that this should have been taken to Twitter like that. And I think this is also something that could have been handled at point, you know? Like, I think this could have been like, oh, by the way, like, I go by the she, her pronouns. And with the way that Dre apologized, I feel like he would have been like, oh, my fault, bro. I didn't mean to misgender you or whatever. And they could have went on and had a good time. But that's not what happened. So, yeah. I don't know, man. This is gonna be a contingency like point for a lot of people, and if you don't agree with me, that's cool, man. This is just how I see it. If you have knowledge on it, then go ahead and drop it in the comments below. I'm reading. I do see it. Maybe I don't have the correct take on this, and I could be also educated, but I also think that there is a little bit of pitchforking that gets done. And this is not just about transphobia or trans-specific topics. I think there's just pitchforking in general. People like, ever since like the 2020 events, I feel like everybody is so ready to like call someone the worst thing ever for like one minute interaction. You know what I mean? Oh, this person was a little too overly flirtatious. I said that, they stopped, but I'm still gonna like call them out. Or this person made me a little, or may have been a little not self-aware, right? Of like maybe how they were coming off, or like how annoying they may have been in a certain situation. And instead of talking to that person directly and giving them the benefit of the doubt, we just go to Twitter and try to shit on them. Taking care of, if you don't want to do it, you find your friend that does well with conversation. Sometimes that's me. I'm that friend. If one of my like female friends is like, hey, this guy's making me uncomfortable, guess who's gonna talk to him? Me. I'm gonna go over there. I'm like, yo, bro, you're making these girls uncomfortable. You need to chill out. But yeah, that's it. Genesis is great. As I said, I had a great time. I'm probably gonna do even more Genesis stuff in the near future because, well, not near Genesis stuff, but just gaming stuff in the near future. Because yeah, bro, gaming is fun. Gaming is life. But so is shower. So please take a shower next time you go game. All right. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.